Do you want to join them? Asterisk yes asterisk no. My name's Tom, and this story takes place back when I was 10 years old, so quite some time ago. Back then, we used to live in a small town, almost like a village. It wasn't much, but the place had its charm. Me, my dad, and mom lived on the outskirts of the city. I was happy when I was with them, but they were busy people, and I didn't get to see them often. My short stature and shyness toward everyone and everything didn't make socializing very easy, but it gave way to something else. Something that came almost naturally towards everyone else that met me. Bullying. Most of the time people would ignore me, but if they did talk to me, it was to pick on me. Needless to say, I wasn't really thrilled about my circumstances. There was this one kid in particular, Billy. He would mercilessly bully me no matter what. It was almost like seeing my misery was the highlight of his day. No one ever stopped him, no one ever bothered to say anything. I wasn't the favorite of any teacher either, so they ignored me all the same. Each day I would zone out and wait to get back home, to my family. I hoped they were home, but they worked until late, and by the time my parents came back home, it was usually my bedtime. Most nights, a hug was all I had before I had to sleep and go back to that school again. We weren't really wealthy, in fact, quite the opposite. Despite my parents working tirelessly, we could barely make ends meet. So naturally, I didn't have many toys. But I did have one thing I cherished above anything else. For my 10th birthday, I had gotten a ball. It wasn't anything fancy, but it had my favorite character on it, Ben 10. Even though I was no sports prodigy, I loved that ball and would play with it all the time. One day, Billy and his friends had followed me to my house to spy on me. When they saw me playing with my ball outside, I guess they just couldn't help themselves, they had to ruin it for me. They came and tackled me to the ground and started teasing me. I got so mad. It wasn't enough that they bullied me at school, now here too. I tried to hit them, but I was too small, too weak. I accomplished nothing but making them angrier. They hit me back, and it actually hurt. And to add insult to injury, they threw my ball into the forest. They left after that, leaving me sobbing on the ground. My father always told me to stay away from those woods, that it was dangerous. Especially this one tree. It was some old folk tale, that there was a dead, withering tree surrounded by decay in the forest, and it brought death to whoever came close to it. But you don't understand, that was my ball. My ball. My only real possession. And I had to take it back. I was so heartbroken and betrayed by the world at that point that I didn't care about the folk tales, so I went into the forest to find my ball. I must have searched for at least half an hour, but I didn't find anything. Heartbroken, I came back in the house